Hey y'all, what's happening? It's Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back another wonderful, that doesn't sound right, stupendous episode of The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, where we unbox, give our first reactions to a lot of toys, things like that, and we also do other pop culture things too as well, like conventions and maybe some other stuff. You never know. So if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you can get notified of all of our zaniness and fun. And if you've been here before, thank you. And if you're visiting again and you're like, I don't know about this guy, well, thank you for giving me another shot. So this is what we're going to do today. But don't forget, we do have our September giveaway still going live. If you want to win some Star Wars stuff, you could definitely do that. See that link down below to enter. But we are going to go back into part 2 of our Shattered Glass Transformer series. So part 1, we talked a little bit about Shattered Glass Sideswipe, my emo Sideswipe, who sang the beautiful songs of our generation, you know, singing like nobody's listening. Anyway, so I don't know all the words to any of those songs. I butcher songs on a regular basis. But today we are going to go in and look at this guy right here, Rodimus here, Shattered Glass Rodimus, who reminds me of WCW's NWO, New World Order Wrestling. Looks like the evil Hulk Hogan. Let me tell you something, brother. And so we're going to look at that at my lab in the back. So let's do that right now. And here you have him, folks. Shattered Glass Rodimus. Not Rodimus Prime, but Rodimus. And so, basically just a remold, retool of the Hot Rod mold, but this does, I like the evil colors. The other thing too, I think it was Power the Primes, they came out with a kind of a Unicronus, I think is his name, but it was like a evil Rodimus Prime. But this is not a Prime. This is just Rodimus on this. So what you get with him is you get 2 guns. You also get blast effects and things like that. And you get this little doohickey right here. And you get a matrix of not leadership. It's a matrix of evil leadership. You know, evil. You gotta say it like that. This is evil, like the fruits of the devil. If anyone's ever watched So I Married an Axe Murderer. And then you get Rodimus himself right there. So look at that. Very cool looking. We'll bring it in. I love the black, the purple Autobot logo there, the red here. So here again, why did they not tint Sideswipe's windows, but they do tint Rodimus's windows? I don't know. But very nice looking car. So again, from the top, you can kind of see here, we got the gray, we got the black, we got the red, and all the good stuff. We got from the side, very cool. From the bottom, you can kind of see the rest of that robot. And then from the bottom here, or this side, and then you got the back and the front of him. And of course, he does roll. So if you want him rolling, he will roll. And all that good stuff. And so, I don't have Hot Rod transformed into car mode, but I do have, when he has the Matrix, the Rodimus Prime, there he is. And so when you want to look from a comparison size standpoint, Rodimus Prime is so much bigger. Of course, Hot Rod would be about this size right here. So you can kind of see how much bigger a Rodimus Prime would be. Now, I was at first hoping that this Rodimus would be about as big as this one, but of course then they would have charged more money. From a ramen scale, we're looking at about 1 ramen length right there of the Rodimus on that. Now, what is kind of interesting is you get 2 deluxe figures, but you paid a little more for the 2 deluxe figures. I think it was like $60 for both of these, when it's like $24.99 typically for 2 deluxe figures. So I don't know, maybe they're going, hey, we're giving you extra accessories, so there you go, and plus it's evil. Kind of like, you know, hey, it's a black dark accessory, so we're going to charge you extra for that luxury. But that is him. So let's look at him with some other vehicles for comparison. And here he is for comparison with other vehicles. We got Core Class Wheelie, Legends Scale Swindle for Magic Square, of course, Rodimus Prime, and Velocitron Scourge. So you can kind of see where he fits in the scale of the vehicles. Now let's take a look at him with some of his weapons on, so we can see him all kind of like suns out, guns out. So let's move these guys away. Thank you for coming. And what's a couple cool things you can do is you can tab, for example, I believe you got these parts right here that go like so back here to give him some, like he's moving at fast lightning speed right there. And then you got the guns that can go like so right here. So yeah, you got him all gunned out right there. So you got him showing off how pimpin' he can be. And then I believe you can make it to where he has the saw on his vehicle. So let me take a look and see how that is done. Give me just a second. Now, it does show here that you can tab the guns to the front as well. So let's see here. Yeah, so yeah, you can tab the guns to the front, tab it to the back. You got all sorts of options on what you want to do with the guns if you want to make this happen. And so here is it in the back, and then we can take this off. Actually, leave them on. Let's leave those on. Sorry. And boo. And then this right here, you see these two little spots on this saw would fit right on here to give you like a saucer type of looking thing. And of course, we got his doohickeys back here to give him flames. And then this can also fit on the hood if you want it to. So let's do this. Let's get him in robot mode through the magic of video editing transformation. So transform Rodimus. Here he is. Evil Rodimus. Not Rodimus Prime, but Rodimus. So of the Shattered Glass Transformers collection, transformation, pretty easy on this guy. I know it says on the box it takes about 29 steps. I don't remember counting that many, but it was pretty easy. There was a couple spots I got kind of stuck at, but here he is in his robot mode. And of course we have his compadre he came with that we did the other video of Shattered Glass Sideswipe. And so there they both are, but we're going to get you out of the way here, Sideswipe, because we're going to take a little closer look at good old Rodimus Prime here. Not Rodimus Prime, regular Rodimus, not Rodimus Prime. And first of all, let's just measure him according to the Jimmy G Mama Noodles ramen scale. We got 2 packs here. We got 4 packs. And because of those wings right there, he's probably going to be, 5 packs high. 5 packs high of ramen right there. If you wonder, some of y'all are like, where are you getting this mama noodles from? I get them from an Asian food market. Sometimes you can find them at Walmart, but usually an Asian food market you can find all sorts of amazing ramen. But that's how tall he is. But let's bring him in for just a closer look. There is that face, the goatee. You know, when you put a goatee on someone, it automatically makes them evil. Just plain and simple. No goatee, good guy. Put a goatee on him, evil. Give him a skeleton face, evil. That's the way it is. So just plain old simple, he is evil because of the goatee and the colors, of course, too. But I do love the purple and the black. I think go together. Purple black attack. Very, very cool. There's some really cool gimmicks too, like for example with his head. You can pop this open and see his brains. No, I'm just kidding. He has a visor that can come down just like so. So now he looks like a motorcycle evil dude on this. So you can have him riding a junkie on, just kind of having a junkie on type of time. And then the other things too, as well as on these arms, this comes down, let me show you here. Come on, there we go. So you pull that down, the arm turns around, and you got this kind of like hook kind of soldering kind of thing right there. And on the other arm, same kind of deal. You take this one, turn it around, and you got a peg that you can use to peg in the saw, which I'm probably going to keep him like this. I think he looks more evil with the hook hand and the saw. The thing too, as well, as on the back, this is where you can put the weapons right here on the back, or the saw, just depending on which way you want to go, or you can put both the weapons and the saw right there too as well. But there he is. So if we take kind of a side rotisserie view of him, we can kind of see him from the front. Love, again, the paint details and things like that. You got the silver, the black, the purple. I think that just goes well together. It's just still weird seeing evil Autobots, but that, I'm telling you, that Shattered Glass story is really, really cool. If you have Comixology, which is Amazon's comic book subscription service, I think it's like $6.56 or $7 a month, but the Shattered Glass and a bunch of other Transformers comics are on that, so that would be really cool for you to get a part of. But there he is from the front, the side, right here, the back, so just a little backpack, and then this side here as well. So from an articulation standpoint, the head does move up and down, can do 180. Arm can come out like so. You can twist it back, twist it all the way up and around, but you can't get it past this part right here. You also have this twisty movement right there, and then if I had the hand out, you have the twisty, but you do kind of have the twisty here if you needed to, but the hands do twist as well. Waist-wise, you don't have an ab crunch, but you do have waist swivel, and then legs do Jean-Claude it, and then you can have more than a 90 degree. You can kick it up. You have more than a 90 degree that way too as well. And then no twist on the leg. So, well, actually you got that kind of twist right there if you wanted to. And then the feet, you have the ankle raka and the tapa bapa. Something else cool is if you want to shrink them a little bit, you can bring that knee in like so. And so you got some really cool knee articulation, all that good stuff that you can make your evil Rodimus Prime. Rodimus. No, not Prime. He's not a Prime. He does have the evil matrix of leadership, though, that can make him into a Prime, but he's not a Prime yet. The other cool thing, too, is because of these smokestacks, you can kind of stick those right there, so he can have little flame effects going if you want to. We'll put them on either side there. Boom. There, now we got some flame effects. And he's like, I am ready. I think I'm going to keep him like this with the visor and the saw and the hook hand and these flame effects. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. But something that's interesting, because what he reminds me of is, I don't know if any of y'all watched wrestling in the 90s, and the WCW had the New World Order. That's all I can think about when I see Rodimus Prime. Because when I see regular Rodimus, I'm thinking 80s wrestling. You know, right there, 80s, loud colors and stuff. And then we go WCW, evil. Went from good to evil. So we can bring in like his, let's do this. I'm going to bring in the 80s, like basically your 80s counterparts. Here. Boom, boom. We got Optimus, all the good people. Ultra Magnus right there. So this right here is like you have your Hulk Hogan right here, right? And then you have your Kevin Nash. And then you have your Scott Steiner, maybe your Big Papa Pump here, a bunch of other people. You know, I don't know if y'all remember who that was, but you have all your 80s guys here, and then you have NWO, New World Order, and we're going to pan over this way, and we bring in evil Scott Nash, evil Big Papa Pump. We got good old evil the Hulkster. I honestly think he's Hulk Hogan, because remember, Hulk Hogan, to show that he was evil, he still had his blonde hair, but he had his goatee, and then you have evil Kevin Nash here. So we got the WWF and the WCW fighting it out for supremacy on who will reign supreme on this. So there we go. 80s wrestling, WCW. 80s WCW. Let me tell you something, brother. I'll tell you right now. I can take all of y'all out. These Hulksters with the 22-inch pythons will make sure to take you down at the WrestleMania, where I will fight you in the ring. Well, let me tell you something. In WCW, we don't have WrestleMania. We have other events, and I will take you down with my 22-inch pythons. No, with my 22-inch. I pity the fool. No, that's Mr. T. I'm Mr. Hulk Hogan. Yeah, there we go. So, fun fact, I went to the same middle school that Hulk Hogan went to in Tampa, Florida. So, Monroe Junior High. And I remember one of the teachers told me he was a very chubby kid back in middle school, and then all of a sudden he just got buff and made that happen. So, but there they are together. So, like I said, Rodimus and Hot Rod, same mold, same everything on that, just retooled a little bit, different colors right here, but you can kind of see them side by side there. You can kind of see from this angle and this angle, just about the same on everything there. They don't have the extra, pipes that this one does have, but overall pretty similar on these guys. But I digress. I have talked enough about wrestling and about these two guys, so let's get together for my final thoughts. You forgot about me. You forgot about me. I'm the original. I'm 70s wrestling right here. 70s Hulk Hogan. There we are. I'll take all of y'all out. Get out. Get out. And we are back to bring in the new world order of Hulk Hogan, Big Papa Pump, all those guys with good old Rodimus. Rodimus, who is just a retool of this guy, Hot Rod. Even to the point of, boom, saw, got the saw on him, and the little hook right there, the welding tool right there. So exactly the same, just different colors. Transformation, everything is just about the same on these two. That's what makes them kind of easy. I've never transformed him though. I've just kept him in robot mode, finally just transformed him, gave him a shot, and it's not as hard as it looks. But, I mean, just the pros on this guy, I really love the colors. I really dig the look on him. I think he looks amazing. He plays the part. I love the Shattered Glass universe. And again, a goatee will make anyone evil. And then if you put glasses on him, oh baby, really evil. So he is the fruits of the devil because of how evil he is. I love the fact it comes with a evil matrix of leadership and all of those cool things. So he is pretty awesome. I'm going to put that like right there. There we go. That's awesome. My cons about him, I mean, he's, second verse, same as the first, not as much, of a difference or anything like that. So if you have a Hot Rod and you don't really like the Shattered Glass, you don't really need this. But I needed it because I'm collecting all the Shattered Glass figures. They're the ones I've got to get. I have to have them. I have to have every single one of them. The arms here kind of bug me a little bit. Maybe I got something wrong on it, but they're just a bit tight for me. But other than that, everything else is really nice on him. He came together really well. The paint job is done excellent. Cost-wise, he's a little bit more expensive when you buy both of these guys. I think they charged you extra because you got the Minicon as well. So was the Minicon worth an extra $10 for that 2.5 figures? I don't know. You'll have to decide on that. But like if he was in his own packaging, he would only be, like I said, I think he would be just $24.99, like the normal Studio Series on what they're going for right now, deluxe. But But yeah, I'm hoping that they release more Shattered Glass figures, because they are some of my favorite. I know I got the Shattered Glass Grimlock, and I hope they release the other Dinobots. I hope they release, just a few others, maybe a Shattered Glass RC or a Cup or whatever. Those would be very, very cool. But now I was like, oh no, my butt. There we go. Let me move that back. Like it's supposed to. But again, would you be disappointed in this bot? I don't think so. I think you would have a great time with it. I think you would love it. I think you should get it. You can see I have him in different poses with his different weapons, with his different cars, and all those things. I think he looks very cool. On a scale of good, bad, awesome, I would definitely give him an awesome. So both of them together with Rodimus and Sideswipe, both are phenomenal figures that I think that you would love, and I think you should get them. So with that, thank you for listening to my evil New World Order. Let me tell you something, brother. All right, so of that, but tune in next time when we talk about something very good, very bad, or very awesome. Hopefully we're going to get back to our rhythm of Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos. I know I gave you an everyday kind of video. Some of y'all may like it. Some of y'all like, Jimmy, you're flooding my feed. But if you like the videos, just let me know. Comment, what you think about them and things like that. But tune in next time when we talk about that. So y'all remember, stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later.